Average days on the market, 68. So this is a little higher than I want to see even with February, but it's been creeping up over the past couple of months. So this is definitely something to keep an eye on. Okay, so this is for Indianapolis for February 2026. Arguably a very difficult month to rent homes. It's typically pretty cold. We're not quite into the spring season yet. We are kind of wrapping up the winter. Rental price, $1,662. That is up just ever so slightly over last month, basically flat. Up 2.5% year over year. So kind of slow and steady there. Average days on the market, 68. So this is a little higher than I want to see even with February. We were seeing pretty good days on the market, but it's been creeping up over the past couple of months. So this is definitely something to keep an eye on. A little higher than I like at 68. Number of active homes, 1284. That is up 20% year over year, but actually down 7% month over month. So kind of encouraging to see a little bit less inventory there. $1.05 per square foot is what that averages out to. Take a look at the three graphs down at the bottom. So this is the average rent price trend over time, starting off over last year, which is good. A little bit flat from month to month, but that's okay. And we should hopefully see it kind of adjust up for seasonality as it did in 2025. Like we talked about in the economic updates, some areas are seeing it go down. Indy, kind of slow and steady, we're still see it go up. So that's definitely good. Days on the market trend, and this would say fairly predictable. It's a little bit higher than what I would like to see overall. I'd love to see all of those numbers come down just a little bit. And this is a number that we do not want to see up year over year, but unfortunately that we do. And then the one there in the bottom right, average number of homes. This we can see here. We're up a lot year over year in terms of number of homes on the market. So something to watch, but it is trending down for month to month. So that's good information to know.
Yeah, this is incredible. So, all right, if you haven't caught the front end of the podcast here, where we went over economic reports, which we're comparing how Indianapolis is comparing to another market here in the nation, your average price over time, which to your point, we're up over where we were last year, and then your average days on market, and how last year's trend line absolutely correlates with seasonality in both of these. That's so amazing. It just makes me feel like we're pulling just some really accurate data. But also, the average number of active homes trend relates to the average days on market trend. Here we've got 200 more homes on the market than we did in January and February of last year. Our supply is going to make an impact on our average days on market without a doubt. And the economic updates was speaking to that and what they're doing, what owners are doing in order to reduce their days on market. 100%. This is beautiful data. I love it. Well done.
All right, sales data. Average sales price, $244,853. Just so unbelievably affordable. Average days on the market, 70. I did take a sneak peek, Chris, at some of these slides. So I'm thinking that this is going to be a trend that we're going to see is increased days on the market.
If you were clocked in here several months ago, you would have known that this was coming if you were listening.
All right, 70 days on the market, which is kind of high. It's definitely creeping up there. And you can see it's up, 15% basically month over month, up 8% year over year. 650-ish homes sold last month. And again, this is from an investor point of view. So all these numbers are for homes that sold under $500,000. Average price per square foot, $157. And take a look at the average sales price over time. So we're seeing a good increase from January to February, but we are basically from February of 25 to 26, basically unchanged, which is, I don't know, arguably in this market, maybe not a bad thing, to be honest with you. Lots of other markets are seeing decreases in sales price. So to see it basically hold steady, I think is actually not terrible. Number of homes sold, this just kind of shows you at a glance, like where you can purchase homes at what price point, where are you going to get into the market as a rental home. And in Indy, it remains one of the most affordable ones that we report on. Lots of homes under $200,000, $3,600 in the past year, and another $2,400 under $250,000. So lots and lots of homes in that affordable range if you're looking for an investment home in the Indianapolis area.
I'm going to do another shameless plug about the side venture that Red Door is currently trying to get up and off the ground here and make a pitch to new investors, which we hear from all the time. Mike, any kind of inquisition we want to have to those new investors, any info that we might be interested in hearing from them as we look into pitching those?
What would be great to know would be, are there any specific areas that we're reporting on, areas that we're not reporting on that have piqued your interest? Also, price points that pique your interest, as well as would you guys be more interested in acquiring a turnkey property that's just like ready to go, maybe even has a renter in it, or something that you kind of more of a rehab or a flip that you want to put the work into to kind of maximize the cash flow. Like, what's the most appealing to our investors out there? Is it ease? Like, I want the easy button and I just want to invest my money and have it start, giving me a return, or hey, I want to squeeze every bit of cash flow out of this, and so that means taking on a rehab or whatever it may be. We come across investors all the time who read about how great Indianapolis is, because it is great. They're thinking about it, they're looking at the market, but there is just kind of that gap between interest and having something to invest in. It's a pain, right? It's a pain to find a house. It's a pain to find a good house that makes a good rental that can either cash flow or whatever it may be. So we're trying to kind of bridge that gap or walk these investors along, kind of hold their hand just a little bit more.
So just know that that's something we're getting off the ground now. Jump into the comments. Let us know what you have in mind as far as your next real estate investment. We'll try to make it happen for you.